Hello. Good evening. I'm back 2 weeks in a row. I'm trying to get back into my rhythm. For those who don't know me, my name is Kayla Joshua. I am a financial service strategist, and what I do is teach people how to make 100K in 90 days using my 5 step power program. And I just wanted to go live today and kind of do a recap on what is needed to start your own business. So keep in mind the main focus of this group is business, small business owners. And the main thing about anything, even starting, we're getting a brand new home, is foundation. If your foundation isn't correct, the rest of it is not going to fall into play correctly. So I just wanted to hop on real quick and give some tips and tools on what's needed to start your small business the correct way and make sure that foundation is started properly. So, one of the questions I wanted to ask today, and if you can hear me drop some ones in the chat, is have you ever dreamed of starting your own business? For those who are in the group and that aren't business owners, have you ever dreamed of starting your own business? So, if you ever dreamed of starting your own business, or you, good evening. I can't see who it is. It just says Facebook user. Drop some business ideas you had in the past. And what I want to reiterate is too, you don't have to just jump right into a business. You don't have to jump right into a LLC. I spoke about that on another live previously. You can always start off small. Start off using, your social security number as a solopreneur or a sole proprietor. You can start off that way. But what are some business ideas that you probably had in the past that you never took action on, or even a side hustle? A lot of people don't realize when you're doing Uber and Lyft and rideshare, those are legit self-employment businesses. Some people get LLCs for those businesses so they can have a certain separation between their self and the business. It doesn't help you get more in taxes. Don't listen to anybody who tells you it will, because your tax liability will still be the same, whether you have a regular LLC or not. It will change if you change your business structure to like a S corp or corporation. But once again, that's a Facebook Live for another day. So, what are some business ideas that you probably had in the past? And so, I just want to talk a little bit about myself personally. I never wanted to become a business owner. I went to school, wanted to get a degree, wanted to get a job that sustained me, but that's due to my lack of knowledge. I didn't know that it was certain tax write-offs you can have as a business owner. I didn't understand and realize the flexibility you can have as a business owner. Everything isn't peaches and cream like people try to make it seem too, because you do have to run your business like you would as if you were someone else's employer. You do need payroll, you do need bookkeeping, you do need a retirement plan, you need insurance for yourself, life insurance, business insurance. A lot of times people forget, if you're in certain industries like taxes and insurance, errors and omission insurance. So it's pros and cons to everything. A lot of people start their own business and get lazy and don't put in the same effort and time into their own business that they would someone else's business. So that's another pro and con about being a business owner. I say small business owner, but just forgive me, because we're all going to be large business owners. Your business is only as small as you want it to be. So, but that was my thing. I never wanted to become a business owner in any way, shape, or form, but not until I realized the financial freedom I had. Now, my first business was in credit restoration, which I'm getting back focused and more into. But I never wanted to be a business owner. But when I seen what it entails and how much it was very beneficial, then that definitely worked in my favor. And I quit my 9 to 5 and became a full time business owner. I do work part time doing the same thing I do for my own business just to enhance my own personal knowledge. But it, like I said, it varies. So what are some things that you probably wanted to do as a business owner or thought about doing and never really got into it? So that's first and foremost. Number two, it's all about your mindset and your belief system. So in order to be a business owner, you have to be able to change your mindset. I don't know if you're familiar with Robert Kiyosaki's his little four things. So like the self-employed person, entrepreneur, the investor, and the business owner. So one of my mentors used to always say, learning to build business credit. Yeah, business credit is definitely a must. That's why I wanted to talk about structure today. But one of my mentors used to always say, you want to get on leave the left side and get to the right side of that quadrant. It was called the four quadrants of business because most business owners, people who become rich, are people who are actually the investors and who have money, making money in their sleep. It's not the people who are stuck to a desk or working a job or doing physical labor 8 or 9 hours a day. It's the people who are using the business to help themselves make more money. But it's a step and it's a process to everything. So we all have to get there one way or the other. But if you're not ready to change your mindset from employee to employer, where you're the boss, you're the CEO, and you running a business, you'll never get there. And it takes time to get to that place. Because if you're a business owner, you can go from one day making 20 racks to the next day not having money or no income coming in for 2 and 3 and 4 weeks. So what do? Do you just give up on your business, or do you keep fighting? Do you keep going? So I would say the second step after you do figure out what you really want to do is to make sure that you focus on your mindset all the time. We're talking self-development, listening to audiobooks. We're talking taking classes, investing in yourself. When they say it take money to make money, it really, really does. And also finding and being around other like-minded people. Because if you're around somebody who right here, but you're trying to get right here, it's not going to work. People always say, oh, he or she acting different because they're around such and such. As you should, because the more you're around somebody else that's smarter than you, that works harder than you, that grows, then you start to pick up on those traits. If you're around the same type of person all the time, you will never mentally grow. You'll never grow. Your growth will become stagnant and you'll always be in the same situation. I had made a post yesterday, I believe, on Facebook and said, it's not where you live or it's how you live. You can be in any environment, but it's how you come out of that situation. So, people always say like a lot of famous people leave the hood and they don't go back. It's not that they don't go back. It's better if you take that same money and energy and time and invest it in your community. It don't make sense to go back and live in your community. Hence, Nipsey Hussle, God's willing, because if you do, then you wind up getting hurt by your own people. The people who you care so much about end up being the one that loves you so much. I mean, well, they claim to love you, but those will be the ones that actually hurt you. So you have to think about those things whenever that time does come and you want to be successful. So I just wanted to, that wasn't a part of the plan to talk about today, but that's definitely a great insight to think about. So you want to always be around other people that help you elevate in many ways, mentally, spiritually. You want to be able to continue to be in a position to grow. So don't listen to Drake and them say no new friends. You definitely want some new friends. You want some new business partners. You want business partners that turn around and become your friends, because those are some people that'll be around lifelong because they understand your mindset and they're trying to grow and go where you currently are. So like I said, step number one, define and sit there and process and brainstorm what is exactly that gives you a passion. What do you want to do? What are the pros and cons of that industry, and how can you take the information you know and make it grow. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just put your own twist to it, because people are going to buy from you no matter who you are. They're not looking for a certain product. People are going to buy from you because of your personality, because of your brand. You could have everybody selling a million loaves of bread, but they're going to buy your bread because how you present yourself and how your product is presented to others. So don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Just focus on what you want to do and what you want to do to make your business successful. Then also market research and think about what your brand's niche is and your target market. What are some things that these people like? So are the people I'm marketing to, do they watch BMF? Do they like Oprah? Do they like Susie Orman? What do my target audience like? What do I need to do to attract the type of people that I want to work with? If you want to work with people who are very materialistic, then you need to post on social media materialistic things. If you want to work with people who have a little bit of higher mindset and more so on an educational level, then you want to post things to show them that your mindset, this is where it is, and these are the type of clientele and people I'm looking for to work with. So you also always want to do target research. Facebook, I'm pretty sure Instagram and other social media platforms too will tell you who's looking at your posts, what's their age range, what do they typically do for a living, what do they like. So that way, when you do get to a place where you can pay for Facebook ads, you can pay and target directly to the niche that is watching you, who your tribe and who your community is. So you definitely want to look into those numbers, because numbers don't lie, people do. Okay. Step number 3 is develop a solid business plan. Once you come up with a business plan, like I said, bring it to your tribe, bring it to others, so that way you'll be able to see where you're going, because you can't have a vision or a goal when you're in the dark. You have to have steps that know exactly this is where I want to be and this is what time frame I want to be here at. And if you don't get there by that time, that's okay. But you have a goal, recreate it and do it again another week, and then do it again. So don't worry about not obtaining your goal. Just focus and do everything you can possibly do to get to that goal. Step number 4 is the structure. Like I stated earlier, your business structure, you don't have to just jump right into an LLC or jump into an S Corp or anything like that, or corporation. Start off small. Start off working under your social security number, because you may think this is something you want to do and you may not do it. And all of this money you paid to create a business, get a business license, and so on and so forth, and you don't even want to do the business anymore. Now you have to pay to dissolve the business. So start doing it as a side gig, as a side hustle. Do it in a way where once you know you reach a certain threshold of income, then okay, I'll go ahead and I'll legitimize this business. Don't just jump right and directly into a business. And if you do need to get an LLC or a nonprofit, you can definitely, like I said, reach out to me. My website is joinkayla.com, and I can help you in that process. But I don't want to just, repeat the cycle of selling people stuff and giving people stuff when it's something that they don't even need at this point. Why throw somebody into something that's going to hinder them in the long run? Make sure that this is the exact business structure that you need. And then last but not least is secure the funding and resources that you need. So, find someone else in that same industry that you like or that you idolize, and see what they're doing to make their business grow. See what he or she is doing and try to duplicate that, but in your own special way. If your credit needs to be worked on, I also do credit restoration. Like I said, it's all about foundation, making sure your foundation is right. You can't go out and get business credit automatically and off the rip if your credit score is below 640. It's not going to work. I don't care what they tell you or how they try to slice it and dice it. It's not going to work. So with that being said, try to make sure that yourself, you got to lead by example. Your business and everything is structured properly first, and you have what you need to get the resources to make and help your business grow, whether that's fixing your own personal credit, whether that's establishing that LLC, making sure you have a legit business phone number and not a Google number, making sure you have a virtual address, which we assist with as well, with Knowledge Solutions, making sure your business is structured properly in order to obtain those long lines and large lines of business credit. It's like I said, it takes levels. There's levels to this. So make sure you're following the right process and procedure to get to where you want to be. Even if you eventually get to a point where you want to hire a virtual assistant, someone to help you, because everyone isn't strong in all areas of life. I personally suck at social media content, but I had to have somebody that I pay in order to help make Facebook posts for me and stuff. I personally respond, but the thing is you have to have people in position, once again finding your tribe in your community, that can help you in areas that you are weak in. Okay, so let's make sure we do that. So before we end this live, so what are some steps you're going to take in order to move closer to launching that business? Are you going to do your research? Are you going to look into that line of work in particular? So what are some steps you're going to help to launch that business that you want to get off the ground? And if you need some assistance or you have some questions, definitely reach out to me for a consultation, and I'll definitely be able to assist you as well. Once again, my website is joinkayla.com. You can schedule some time and we can do a consultation in order to, let's start. I dropped my phone. 1 second. Get these businesses off the ground. So that's something definitely much needed in our community. Don't let, oh, you're welcome. I can't see who it is, but you're welcome. Don't let fear get in the way of what you really want to do, or let other people's fear stop you from living your dreams. Like I said, I never wanted to be a business owner, and as time progressed, it definitely helped me in many aspects of life, even with personal development and personal growth. There's certain things you have to know about business and how to carry yourself and talk to different people on different levels. So being a business owner definitely can help you in many more ways than one. So once again, my name is Kayla Joshua, and I'm a financial service strategist. And hit me up. Like I said, inbox me, schedule an appointment, schedule a consultation, so we can get these businesses together and get them off the ground. All right, you guys have a nice night.